My brother was killed in November 2010, and he was killed by someone who was regarded as his best friend. In the immediate aftermath, it was just horrendous. You're dealing with lots of people to do with the justice system, and they're leading you through this very difficult time. After everything's finished, you feel quite alone and isolated. Sleeping was difficult. I had nightmares. It was all about the murder, and I wanted to move away from that, but I didn't know how to do that.
Escaping victimhood is largely for people who've been very severely damaged by their experience of crime. And most of the people that we've had through the workshop so far have actually lost a family member.
We know that the justice system promises closure, but the reality for many people is that the pain, the agony, the uncertainty goes on for years and years and years.
I think the difficulty for people who've lost relatives due to crime is that at the back of your mind they always know that somebody has done that it was either intentional or it was certainly something that was done recklessly, and that's very difficult to come to terms with.
Our courses are in places all around the country, and the venue is chosen specifically for someone that's going to be calm, it's going to be comfortable, and where the staff are going to be sensitive to the needs of our participants.
We think it's very important to get people away from the space that they normally live in and that reminds them of what's happened. We think it's very important that they have a comfortable experience. The workshop's very challenging and it's quite hard work. There may be other things that are around the area, nice gardens, nice grounds to walk in, and we feel that they need that sort of backdrop in order to be able to take on the challenge of the workshop.
I arrived there and it was lovely to be with people who knew how you were feeling. So it was like a big cuddle coming around you when you arrived and made you feel safe.
We deliberately give them a lot of information. We can't give them trauma therapy, but what we can do is explain what trauma's done and why they feel as they do. And that hopefully empowers them to be able to get back in control of their lives. And the various things that we're going to look at during the workshop, the reactions to stress. The way that we run the course is to run the core aspects of it in the mornings, and the courses are 4-day courses. However, we deliberately wrap it around other aspects. And those things, we hope, open them up to being able to be more receptive to the more thinky, worky bits of the course. But the main aim is the core of the course, which is the trauma and the change tools education.
I support the work of Escaping Victimhood because I often think myself what it must be like to have one of my own family kidnapped or even worse, murdered. And I, in my life, have met many, many such people who've been through that experience. And I say to myself, how would I cope? And I know I'd be deeply wounded. And I know that that wound would stay with me for the rest of my life. My feeling is that in most cases, there is something within suffering that can be taken and used creatively, but you have to be able to find it. And sometimes it's very difficult just to find that yourself. But if you can share with others, and talk with others, and particularly talk with people who've had similar experiences, then you find that there's a great possibility that something creative in your life can emerge from that experience, and who knows what it will be.
One particular thing I enjoyed was photography, and we were given a camera and I decided to go off by myself. I think the photography reflected things that I enjoy in life and things I remember about my brother and what we both enjoyed together, nature and family things. It was almost like on that day I went out that my brother was with me, and it was just glorious, and I felt so alive again and in touch with me and who I was.
Anyone can contact us. You don't have to go through an agency. We are an approved provider to the homicide service, so if people already have a homicide worker working with them, they can make a referral. Or someone can pick up the phone, they can email me, they can contact me through the website, and I can have a discussion with them to see whether it's the right time and the right thing for them as an individual.
I never thought I would be here happy again, and I am, because I've got lots of years ahead still. But a few years ago I thought that was the end for me. I still obviously think about my brother, but I can think about him in happy times now. And the best thing now is I don't have any nightmares. If I do dream of him, he's giving me a huge hug, and that really feels good. So I'm in a good place now.